Imagine walking on a construction site, and it's just a big piece of ground, and you see all the trucks and you see all kinds of people there, and you go up to someone and you ask them, "What are you doing?" And the first person says, "I'm an electrician. Don't you see I have wire in my hand? I'm running electricity." And you say, "Well, what's being built here?" I don't really care. I've been hired to put in the electric. I'm putting the electric. This is what I'm doing. You go to another person and you say, "Hey, well, what are you doing here?" And he says, "I'm a plumber. Don't you see me? Look, I have pipes. I'm in the ground, putting pipes in the ground." You say, "Okay." You go to another person and you say to this other person, what's being built here? What are you doing here?" And he says, "I'm a carpenter. Look, don't you see I have all of these beams. I have tools. That's what I'm doing. I'm a carpenter." And then you keep going from person to person. You go to another person, he says, "I'm a painter." And then finally, you see this man and he's singing and he's happy. And you look at this person and all the people are leaving the job and this guy's there and he's just sweeping. And you figure out real quick that this man must be cleaning. He just cleans up. And you see people walk by him and don't really talk to him. He's not having conversations with everybody. He's just singing and whistling and cleaning and everything else. And you go up to him and you say, "Excuse me." He says, "What do you do?" And he says, "I'm building a cathedral." And you look at him and say, You're building a cathedral?" He says, "Yes, I'm building a cathedral." And you say, "Well, what's your job?" "My job is building a cathedral." "Oh, you mean what do I do?" I clean. I clean up everything. That's my job. I clean up. That's what I do. But my vision is, and my purpose is, I'm building a cathedral. So it leads you to this point. I like this saying. What I'm a part of always must be more important than the part that I play. So in Christianity, what gives us fuel so that we have joy, so we can sing all throughout our life, is to realize that God has made you to be a part of something that's more important and more significant than the function that you have. So if your vision and if all of you that you do is centered around your particular part, so you're the painter, you could be the painter, you could be the plumber, you could be the preacher, you could be the custodian, you could be the counselor, you could be a doctor, you could be whatever. But what has to always be more important than your function always has to be what you're a part of. So when you have a mentality that what God has made me to be a part of always has to be foremost in my mind and in my heart, that's when you have what is called vision. And with vision, you have passion. If your passion is only for your function and not what you've been made a part of, if it's only for the part that you play, it's like going into a movie or going onto a set where a director is trying to get everyone to do all of the things he wants them to do or she wants them to do. And you have an actor that only cares about their role. They have one part to play and they could care less about everything else. But the director, he's thinking about the whole picture. How is it going to look when it's over? And everybody at the end, if they have a vision of what they're a part of, then you wind up having a different approach to the part that you play. So when I think of the church, The way a church is successful, the way the body of Christ functions, the way in a way that is meaningful and appealing, is when there's a song inside of each member. And that song that's inside of them keeps coming up with the vision and reminding them that God has made me to be a part of an eternal kingdom, that I am part of one beautiful bride that's been promised to her husband, that I'm a part of this. And the part that I play, that part that I play never is more important than what I'm to be a part of. That's how people can be in relationship, and relationship works. That's how churches can be in unity, even though they have different functions. So you might have different gifts, you might have different roles to play. You might be the singer, you might be the musician, you might be the preacher, you might be the counselor, you might be the cook, you might be the mother, you might be the father, you might be the cousin, you might be the brother. But in the end, if we all have the same vision, what unites us together is having a common vision that we have been made to be a part of an eternal kingdom that has one king, one bride, and the part that I play can never, ever, ever be more important than what I'm a part of.